Hello everyone and welcome back to Runescape. Today we need Squishy back. Gotta get Squishy back. He's a fire drake. He'll be happy out here in the desert. Today we are going to do the Golem. We need 20 crafting, 25 thieving, an empty vial, check, 4 soft clay, check, and papyrus, check. And we can start this quest right here. We are in the desert, so that is a wee bit of a concern. Damage severe. Task incomplete. Shall I try to repair you? Repairs needed. It looks like you could repair the golem with 4 pieces of soft clay. Apply the clay to the golem's wounds. The clay begins to harden in the hot sun. Fix the golem's legs. The golem's nearly whole. You repair the golem with the final piece of clay. Damage repaired. Thank you. My body and mind are fully healed. Now I must complete my task by defeating the great enemy. What enemy? A great demon. It broke through from its dimension to attack the city. The Golem army was created to fight it. Many were destroyed, but we drove the demon back. The demon is still wounded. You must open the portal so that I can strike the final blow and complete my task. Okay. There's a letter here. Dearest Barman, I hope this finds you well. Here are the books you asked for. There's been an exciting development closer to home. Another city from the same period has been discovered east of Varak, and we're starting a huge excavation project here. I don't know if the museum will be able to finance your expedition as well as this one, so I fear your current trip will be the last. May Saradomin grant you a safe journey home. Your loving Alyssa. There's a strange implement. Can't find a way to open the door. Pick black mushrooms. I pick a mushroom. I don't know what I can do with it, but I have it. Grind black mushroom. Okay, cool. I have some black mushroom ink. Okay, oh, maybe I should speak to Alyssa at the dig site. Cool, awesome. Here, I'll take the letter, because I may actually need it. Varak. I guess we're going through Varak. I didn't want to go through Varak, but I guess this is our life now. So we need to find Alyssa. Hello there. Ah, there you are. Hello there. I found a letter in the desert with your name on it. Ah, so you found the ruins of Uzer. I wrote this letter to my late husband when he was exploring there. That was a great city as well, but the museum can only fund one excavation, and this one was closer to home. If you're interested in the expedition, the notes he made are in the library in the exam center. It's probably User, not Oozer. So onward to the exam center. The label on the shelf reads Earth Sciences. The helpful books have been taken. It looks like the other students have gotten there first. Found a book on chemicals. Yeah. Garment expedition notes. September 19. The nomads were right. There is a city here, probably buried for millennia and revealed by random motions in of the sand. The architecture is impressive, even in ruin, and must once have been amazing. One puzzling factor is the pottery. There are fragments all over the ruins, surely too much for a city even of this size. We'll have to set up camp and do a proper survey tomorrow. September 20. The meaning of the pottery was explained today in a most surprising manner. We found a mostly intact clay statue buried up to its waist in the sand, and as soon as we dug it out, it started to walk around. It's a clay golem built by the city's inhabitants and dormant all this time. Its head is badly damaged, and it is uncommunicative. But its existence tells us that the city's inhabitants were expert magical craftsmen. The huge kilns in some of the buildings indicate that at some point before its destruction, the whole city was converted to the manufacture of these golems. We have also examined the carvings on the large building in the center. There are symbols depicting several of the ancient gods, including Saradomin, Zamorak, and Armadil, but there is another prominent entity that I cannot identify, as it seems we'll need to be here for longer than I had thought. I have sent Alyssa for books on golems and religious symbols. September 21st. As we examine the ruins, one thing becomes increasingly clear. Most of the damage was not due to weathering. The buildings were destroyed by force, as if torn down by giant hands. September 22. A breakthrough! We found a staircase into the lower levels of the temple. This part has been untouched by the elements, and the carvings here are more intact, especially 4 beautiful statues in the alcoves framing the large door. I have removed one of them. The door will not open. I'm glad I sent for a book on symbols, as the unidentified symbol is even more prominent here, especially on the door. September 23. Our messenger returned with the books I asked for and a letter from Melissa. It's unfortunate that the museum will not be able to finance a full-scale excavation here, as well as the one closer to Varak, although I am of course pleased that the other city has been uncovered. But with the books I am able to piece together more of the story of this city. The unidentified symbol in the ruins is that of the demon Tharmaron, who was Zamorak's chief lieutenant during the God Wars of the Third Age. With that information, I can say with confidence that these are the ruins of User, an advanced human civilization said to have been destroyed towards the end of the Third Age, roughly 2,500 years ago. It was allied with Saradomin and enjoyed his protection. as well as that of its own mages and warriors. Thamaron was able to open a portal from his own domain straight into the heart of the city, bypassing its defenses. With Saradomin's help, the army of User was able to drive Thamaron back, but the record ends at that point, and it's always been assumed that a later attack, either by Thamaron or by Zamorak's other forces, finished the city off. Examining the door again, I now see that it is exactly the sort of door that could be used to seal Thamaron's portal. I am suddenly glad I was not able to open it. I surmise that the army of golems was created in order to fight the demon, since User's army has been wiped out and Saradomin's forces were increasingly stretched. However, this approach evidently failed, since the city was eventually destroyed. The art of the construction of golems has been lost since the Third Age, and although they are sometimes discovered lying dormant in the ground, no concerted effort has been made to regain it, thanks largely by modern Saradomin's church's view of them as unnatural. This view is without foundation, as golems are neither good nor evil, but follow instructions they are given to the letter and without imagination, indeed experiencing extreme discomfort for them as long as the task assigned to them remains incomplete. Some golems were constructed to obey verbal instructions, but the main method of instruction was to place magical words in the golem's skull cavity. The skull cavity was opened using an implement that looks strange to modern eyes, but is actually an ordinary key. We found a number of these keys in the ruins. The instructions were written on papyrus using ink from black mushrooms that still grow in the city, and their magical powers derived from the use of a phoenix tail feather as a pen. Phoenixes were once common throughout the desert, but I believe the only remaining specimens are to be found near the river to the west of User. These written instructions would be used for long-term or important tasks and would override any verbal instructions. Alright. Back into the desert. We don't need the phoenix yet. We need the statuette. Where's the statuette that Varman took back from User? The statuette? Oh, yes. The statuette was the only thing we had to show from that expedition. It's very worn, but you can still make out a lot of detail. The Usarians were expert sculptors. It's a pity we only have that small sample. Now it's on display in the Varric Museum. Thank you, my lady. Catch the impling. Catch it. Ah, cool. I don't want that. Alright, so the statuette will be in here somewhere. Yes? Unless, okay. While I'm in here. No, I don't have any. I'm looking for a statuette recovered from the city of User. Ah, yes, a very impressive artifact. The people of that city were excellent sculptors. It's on a display case upstairs. No, I need to take it away with me. What do you want it for? I want to open a portal to the lair of an elder demon. Good heavens, I'd never let you do such a dangerous thing. I thought that would be better than I just want it. I just want it. Well, you can't have it. The museum never lets go of its treasures. Alright, I'll just steal it then. Hey, buddy, I need the key. Awesome. I believe it's you. City of User, yep. If the cabinet, retrieve the statuette. Recently, this display was stolen and its whereabouts are unknown. Wow, they work fast. Very recently. I'd say 2 seconds ago recently. Alright, back to user. Aha! I found some phoenixes. He didn't like that. Is this the only one? Alright, got a phoenix feather. Now let's go back to user. And drop the statue off. And then we'll, like, kill ourselves a demon lord or something. Alright, so the statue... Aha, the door is open. Shit. Oh. Door grinds open. Let's remove the gems. Price the gems from the demon's throne. Completed looting the demon throne. Looks like the demon didn't survive after all. My task is incomplete. You must open the portal so I can defeat the great demon. It's okay, the demon's dead. The demon must be defeated. No, you don't understand. I saw the demon's skeletons. It must have died of its wounds. The demon must be defeated. Task incomplete. Use phoenix feather with the black mushroom ink. You dip the phoenix feather into the ink. You write on the papyrus, your task is done. Insert the key and the golem skull hinges open. New instructions. Updating program. Task complete. Thank you. Now my mind is at rest. 1 quest point, 1,000 crafting, 1,000 thieving, 2 treasure hunter keys. Don't really want that. Don't really want that. Or that. Or that. I'll keep that. Let's see what I got. Eh. Let's use these stars on Constitution. Alright, so that is all the time I have for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I have been Rael.